Welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive into something that really makes you pause. It poses two, well, seemingly simple questions. Where are you actually going? And, maybe even more critical, what map are you using to get there?
Yeah, exactly. If you're honest, those can really shake things up.
Absolutely. We've got this fascinating source material here detailing a 30-day success blueprint. It's built around something called the strangest secret to achieve your dream life. Our goal today isn't just motivation. We want to unpack the mechanics of this thing, pull out the real, actionable steps you can use to, shift your direction quickly.
And I think it's vital we start where the source does defining success itself. It's not what most people think. Forget money or status for a second.
Yeah.
According to this blueprint, success is defined as the progressive realization of a worthy ideal.
Progressive realization.
Right.
The key word there is progressive. It implies you're either succeeding or, well, failing right now, today. It all depends on whether you're actively, deliberately working towards a goal you've already set. So if I'm moving towards that specific goal, I'm successful now.
That's the idea. Even if the big results haven't shown up yet, if you're deliberately on that path, you are successful in that moment.
That's a huge shift. Success isn't just the finish line, it's the journey itself.
Precisely. And the source warns that most people just drift. They don't have that clear path. That's the strangeness part. They use this powerful analogy that the human mind is like an incredibly powerful machine.
Okay.
If you're not actively steering it with the destination in mind, you're not just idling, you're letting it run wild, often, straight into a ditch.
Right. So this 30-day test is about grabbing the wheel.
Yeah.
Firmly.
With conviction. Yes.
Okay, so how do we grab it? Step one seems to be clarity and visualization. The instructions are surprisingly specific and simple. It says, write one single, clearly defined goal on a card. Just one.
Yeah, emphasis on single, not a laundry list.
Right. It could be doubling your income, maybe finding that dream home, succeeding in your current job, a specific position, or even something like a more harmonious family life. But it has to be that one thing, crystallized.
And then there's the ritual around the card. This is where intention becomes action, basically applying that strangest secret. You have to carry this card, look at it multiple times a day. The source is very clear. Check it when you wake up. Check it before you sleep. Minimum.
Just looking at it.
Well, not just glancing. It's the state you're in when you look at it. You need to think about that goal in a cheerful, relaxed, positive way.
Cheerful, relaxed, positive.
Yeah.
Not desperate.
Exactly. Not needy. Quiet conviction. This is where the core belief kicks in. The moment you write it down and start thinking about it like that positively, the sources claim it is, quote, really yours. It's based on that fundamental principle. You must become what you think about, that focused, positive thought. That's the first act of taking possession.
Wow. That's a big psychological jump from just hoping to, well, knowing it's already yours, at least mentally.
Yeah.
But, okay, if we're all in on this one goal, the biggest enemy is going to be distraction.
Right.
Self-sabotage, which leads right into step two, mental defense.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
Step two, stop thinking about what you fear. That's the instruction. When that negative thought, that doubt creeps in, and it will.
Oh, it absolutely will.
You have to immediately replace it. Swap it out with the mental picture of your positive goal, the one on the card. It's like active mental combat every day.
And it's important to understand why this is so hard. The source material gives some stark context here. It basically says it's just easier for us humans to think negatively. It takes less effort.
Right.
Apparently so. And that lack of positive mental effort is why they estimate only about 5% of people really achieve this kind of defined success.
Only 5%. Wow.
So this whole blueprint is designed to consciously put you into that minority group. It takes relentless repetition. Think of it like carving a new path in your brain. A new habit.
Exactly. And those 30 days, that's about how long it takes to start making that new pathway feel more automatic. If you're serious, you have to commit to that persistent, positive mental push.
That sounds, well, it sounds exhausting, honestly, especially at the start, before the habit is formed.
Yeah.
What if you slip up? Day 29, maybe.
Yeah.
Do you just fail?
The blueprint anticipates that.
Yeah.
It doesn't demand instant perfection. It demands persistence. But to help fight that fatigue, they include this really powerful motivational quote. It's attributed to Dorothea Brande.
Okay.
Act as though it were impossible to fail.
Act as though. I like that.
Yeah. You commit mentally to a state where failure just isn't part of the calculation. It tells you, basically, stop worrying about the outcome and just focus on doing the process consistently, daily.
Acting as if.
Yeah.
It takes the pressure off the end result and puts it right here, right now. Okay. Let's pivot to step 3. This is the one they say most people get backward.
Right, when they first think about ambition or success. Step 3 is the law of service. The blueprint is emphatic. Success is always measured by the quality and quantity of service you render. That completely reframes it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not about what you get, it's about what you give.
Absolutely. And this step tackles that common misconception head-on, the idea that success is just about getting money. The material is quite direct, almost blunt. It says the only people who actually make money work in a mint. The rest of us.
Yeah.
We have to earn it. And earning money is the result of providing a valuable, needed service successfully. It's not the driver, it's the outcome.
So focusing just on the money is backwards.
Completely backward, according to this. They use this vivid analogy, a man standing in front of a cold stove, demanding heat before he puts any wood in.
You can't do that.
You can't. You can't demand the reward before you provide the value, the service. So the instruction is crystal clear. Don't make money your primary focus. Focus entirely on the service, on your worthy ideal. Build, work, dream, create, pour yourself into that. The prosperity, the abundance, it will follow. It's presented almost like a natural law.
Okay, but if I'm pouring everything into service, putting all that wood in the stove, does it talk about the practical side, like making sure you're valued correctly, not just giving everything away?
It addresses it implicitly, I think, by linking the reward directly to the quality and quantity of service. The underlying idea seems to be that truly valuable, high-quality, focused service naturally commands its own return. If your ideal genuinely helps others and is excellent,
Then the resources needed to sustain it will be drawn to it.
that's the implication. It shifts the focus from demanding payment to deserving it through the value you create. The responsibility is on the quality of your fuel, so to speak.
That makes perfect sense. Quality fuel, quality heat. Okay, let's talk logistics. This isn't just 3 ideas, it's a 30-day commitment. And the protocol sounds pretty strict.
It requires real dedication upfront.
Right. It says, don't even start until you've firmly decided you're going to stick with it for the full 30 days. And if you do slip up, if you get overwhelmed by negative thoughts and break the pattern, the rule
That's
is
stuff. You start over.
you start the 30 days again from that point. Ouch. But I guess that reinforces the goal, right? It's about forming the new habit, mastering it, not just getting a lucky streak.
Exactly. Mastery over fleeting success. And central to keeping that momentum going is tackling worry. Worry, the source material stresses, inevitably brings fear. And fear is crippling. It pulls you right back into that 95% majority who aren't deliberately moving forward.
So how do you manage the worry during those 30 days?
The great assurance the blueprint offers is that you don't have to figure everything out yourself. You don't carry the whole burden of how. If you just stick to the 3 steps, clear goal, positive mindset, dedicated service, the promise is, essentially, that all you need to do is hold that goal clearly in your mind.
And the rest.
Everything else will take care of itself. That's the confidence it tries to instill, which of course ties back to that deeper engine driving the whole thing.
The law of attraction.
Yes. Or, as they phrase it, if you truly want something with all your heart and soul, the universe will give it to you. It's about aligning your sustained focus and effort. And to help lock that in, they strongly recommend listening to the core audio material daily, every day for the full 30 days,
Total immersion.
until it's basically second nature, hardwired.
And we see examples of this working in the source material, right? Real stories.
Absolutely. It shows the application across different fields.
Like the story of the English teacher.
Yeah.
Not someone you'd maybe peg for sales.
Right. But he applied that law of service, step 3,
Right.
focused purely on the quality and quantity of help he gave his clients, not the commission check.
And he became a top salesman. Won national awards.
2 national sales awards, yeah. Because his focus shifted entirely to service.
Then there's the simpler one. A person who wanted to become a doctor and, well, now is one. That's years of sustained focus on that single worthy ideal.
Exactly. The goal on the card directing all that effort. And don't forget Kajira, who apparently knew it at 9 years old, that kind of early clarity of purpose.
These are people who clearly had their map and followed it, sometimes long before the destination was visible to anyone else. Which brings us to the final practical challenge laid out in the action segment. It's pretty direct. It demands that for the next 30 days, whatever your job is, whatever your current situation, do it as you've never done it before.
Pour yourself into it. Put that wood in the stove. Visualize the goal. No holding back.
Right. Complete commitment to the process.
And ultimately, the sources wrap this up by highlighting the immediate internal benefit. It's not just about the external goal or the money, though they do promise abundance. The most valuable reward, they suggest, is peace.
Is.
Yeah. By following this test, by living this way, you're promised entry into that minority who lead calm, cheerful, successful lives.
That shift away from constant worry and frantic effort towards calm, focused action. That sounds like the real prize here.
I think it might be.
So the takeaway seems clear. You really have nothing to lose by trying this framework for 30 days. But as the source says, you have a whole life to win. So the question for you listening right now, based on this deep dive, what's the one card you're going to write? What single, specific, worthy ideal are you willing to commit to for the next 30 days?
What does that life to win actually look like for you?
Write it down. Carry it. Start the clock.
Yeah.
And then keep going.